We love getting your questions, so we want you to keep them coming via Facebook, Twitter, and on our webpage. Who knows, we might just answer your question here in the studio audience next. Welcome back to the Daily Helpline. Today we're joined by special guest actress Marissa Winokur. And we've been chatting also with Julia and Zack, who've been up to their ears in stress ever since their business started losing money. So I want to know, when it gets bad for the two of you, how bad does it really get?
There's a deep frustration that we're not on the same page, and when that gets drawn out over a couple days, it gets really hard. And
Over
then,
days, okay.
Because if there's intense issues going on, we can't find a way to meet in the middle, then we won't talk about it, but we'll talk about other things.
No. You don't talk about it? I'm shocked, because I do believe this communication is an issue, but I don't think it's all about the business. I think there's a deeper issue here. You agree?
There's more.
There's more?
Yeah, I would agree.
Okay, what can you tell us about that?
Well, one of the things is we're both very busy, and so we don't see each other a lot. So I think that when we see each other, it's almost like you have to get to know each other. Not get to know each other again, but
I'm calling.
So
I'm calling. Sorry.
We're different.
What is the elephant that's in the room?
We're really different people, and we have very different interests. We do have, places where we overlap, but personality-wise, we're very different.
What is the real issue here?
It's scary, to wander into a dark area like that.
It is. But you're already in it. So now it's getting through it and not being stuck in it. You're already in the dark.
I do think it is the business getting in the way, because I'm so stuck in that world. It's hard for me to shift gears in between the two and to give him all of the time and attention. And that was such a part of me for so long. I opened Night Spa, and that was my whole life. And I happened to meet him in the course of it. So it's been hard for me to shift from being like a single entrepreneur, very successful, into being just a mom and a wife. And so that is, I'm constantly torn between those two things.
I understand what you're saying. It's being a working mom. I feel like my husband fell in love with this woman, and now I'm turned into a mom and a wife and this woman, and trying to balance the two. I think a lot of women can understand that, if that's
right.
I think what you're trying to say. It's
hard for me to manage both, being a great mom and running a great business.
And I get that, but I also still feel like there's something that is not being said. And you keep checking in. You keep checking in with each other. It's like, who's gonna say it? Do I have permission to say it? Can I say that?
Before we were a family, so to speak, we were traveling a lot. We did a lot of things, and now, like, that whole life, part of our life is kind of shut down, and so it's very routine. I'll come home and I'll be dead tired, or she comes home and she goes right to work on other projects for her spa, and it doesn't feel like there's actually, we have a relationship, but it doesn't feel like we're working on the relationship.
Okay, so there's more to this story, and we want to hear it when we come back, okay? There's more with Zack and Julia and our special guest, Marissa Winokur, as soon as we come back. Stick around. We love getting your questions, so we want you to keep them coming via Facebook, Twitter, and on our webpage. Who knows, we might just answer your question here in the studio audience next.